I have always loved reading. I can remember reading or being read to for at least the past 15 years of my life. The stories I read included dramatic heroes and heroines, wars and magic, boys and their dogs, talking animals, and even decisions between life and death. These stories enraptured me with their vivid imagery and beautifully constructed characters. I found myself in literature. I learned valuable life lessons about the natures of good and evil and how to react in the face of both. That mercy trumps revenge, and that the most powerful force on earth, or any other land, is love. Literature made me feel in ways that I had never felt before. I was used to reading several books a month while in high school. Every day I brought a book with me because I knew at some point I would get tired of working on math or science, and I wanted something that I could escape to. In these formative years of high school, some of these fictional characters actually became my best friends. I identified with them, and they taught me a lot about the nature of life. But I recognized these because I was literate enough to actually understand them. And I hadn't thought about it like that. But being able to understand literature really changed me. It made me feel in ways that I hadn't even thought about before. When I came to college, I found myself swamped with schoolwork and rehearsals that I never had to deal with before. I was constantly being thrown new music, and I had to improve my reading skills. It wasn't something that I really had to worry about before, but with the increase in workload and the close proximity to my schoolmates, I either spend hours working on music theory or watching movies with my friends, not really trying to improve my reading skills. So it wasn't until about junior year that I realized how much I really missed sitting down and reading a good book. I'd realized something recently. I never really stopped reading. I just changed the medium of my literacy. I thought that the absence of literature in my life left a void that I tried to fill with other activities. All along, I had engaged in literature that sustained me, but not in the form that I thought. What should have been a lucid moment in my experience with literature was my first big performance at TCU. The concert chorale sang this piece, Brahms' Ein Deutsches Requiem, a German requiem. This performance was the first time I had a truly transformative experience with music. I knew that I never stopped reading. It came to me that the requiem had a clear narrative. It had its high points and its dark moments, individual characters, unique themes, and an ending that mirrors its beginning while being different enough to provide closure. This requiem solidified my love for music, but also made concrete the transition in my life between traditional English text as literature and written music. It's the coolest thing to realize for one major reason. I never stopped reading. Reading was a major focus of my childhood and is pivotal to my life now. Literacy never ends. Literacy grows and evolves to meet our hungers and desires. It allows us to thrive in ways that we've never imagined. To this day, I love reading novels, and it would be impossible for me to do so if I wasn't literate. But literacy in music, that opened up a whole new can of worms. One that I'll never stop being grateful for.